This is Rollo from the Music District, and in this month's Artist Spotlight, standing 6'7" and weighing 300 pounds, Dr. Bruce Banner, also known as Bad Karma 617. He is a force of nature both in stature and sound. A skateboarder, a snowboarder, a lyrical giant. The enormity of compliance. My words are defiant. My lyrics flow underwater like Poseidon's trident. Your mission, should you choose to accept this, is to share and comment and engage on this message. That's a Rollo original. I was going with it. Ooh, I'm glad I recorded that one. He embodies Dr. Bruce, the duality of his namesake. Calm and collected off stage, yet explosive and commanding once he steps into the spotlight. I first met Dr. Bruce downtown New York City after an electrifying performance at the Pepe Punks party in NFT NYC. And as I became more familiar with his music and his unwavering determination, it was clear that Dr. Bruce is an artist the world needs to know. And we need to follow, and we need to support. So share the shit out of this fucking broadcast and let the world discover Dr. Bruce. You heard? I look excited. I'm back. After a long hiatus, Dr. Bruce is back like he never left. And his return is nothing short of powerful. And with the combination of real estate investment, crypto enthusiasm, and a passion for music, he has carved out a lane in the Web3 space. His live performances echo with methodical yet instinctual lyrics, emotional transparency backed with powerful beats, and a hip-hop intensity that hip has lacked to hop to in a long time. And like a conch shell horn signaling the rise and awareness of Web3 hip-hop artists. What's a conch shell horn sound like? Dr. Bruce does just that for the Web3 music community. Dr. Bruce is moving at the velocity that only more awareness and our support can propel him even further. And it is now up to us, the Web3 music community, to do just that for Dr. Bruce Banner. Dr. Bruce Banner is an artist pioneering the Web3 music scene, fueled by passion, resilience, and the boundless potential of Web3 music. So don't miss this exclusive one-on-one interview with Dr. Bruce Banner, aka Bad Karma 617, in this month's Artist Spotlight.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Dr. Bruce, hip-hop artist. I'm here with musicdistrict.io, discovering new music and pioneering music's future in Web3, one broadcast at a time. You already know the vibes.
Let's take it back to the basics. Looking at the man in the mirror, trying to face him after all this time wasted. Late nights, crooked souls, lost up in the matrix. Really hope God forgives, cause I've been on that spaceship, dancing with my devils, lost amongst my troubles, drowning from my burdens and all these fucking fumbles. But failure's only failure if you accept it as defeat, instead of looking for that lesson to get you back up on your feet. First you don't succeed, truth is you gotta try again. Defeat is just a state of mind that conquers over many men. Smart enough to know not all the glitter's gold, but still keep that shining ray of hope up inside my soul. And all I know is what I feel I'm climbing up this hill. To top it off, I got it all except this little record deal. So grab the wheel, let it go, but make it unforgettable. Life is yours, enjoy the ride until they have to rest your soul.
Not all of the glitter is gold. Not all of the stories get told. This world that we live in so cold. The devil is after my soul.
This is better than your best is. Asking God for blessings. Devil's at the door, but he ain't on nobody guest list. Dressed up in deception, looking so impressive. He said he ain't leaving till our soul's in his possession, but I'd rather rest in peace before I glorify his message. Battling the beast until my last dying seconds, looking for the answer in everything I question. When the answer's right in front of me, staring my direction, my eyes won't accept it, instead I just reject it. But deep down we all know this world is so infected. What happened to humanity? More so the man in me. Balance on the brink, but I'm fighting for my sanity. It's clear to me that clarity ain't so crystal clear to see. Everyone loses face chasing in prosperity. Here today, gone tomorrow, what will be your legacy? Can you say respectably you were the man you claimed you be?
All of the glitter is gold. Not all of the stories get told. This world that we live in so cold. The devil is after my soul.
Yo, what's poppin', man?
How you doing, brother? How are you?
I'm good, man. Just gotten stuck in a little traffic, so I didn't want to keep you hanging, so I
No,
jumped in
I
on the phone.
appreciate it. I lost you.
A few moments later.
Now I got you, Dr. Bruce.
Just had to unplug the
Let's
speaker.
fucking go, baby. Let's go.
Yo, what's poppin',
Sorry,
man?
I'm a bit excited about this. I'm a bit excited about this for many reasons. One, there is not a lot about you, online. You know what I'm saying? So to be the one here to be able to ask all these great questions that I have, man, this is going to be one of the best hours in Artist Spotlight history, brother. But I want to thank you so much, man, for spending some time with us, and sharing your story.
For sure, man. You already know.
I could not be more proud to be featuring you. So quickly, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about who you are, what your name is, and we can get going, brother.
Yo, what's up? I'm Dr. Bruce, aka Bad Karma, hip hop artist. Been making music since roughly around 1999. Had a run for it. But then life happened, some kids came into play, had to switch up trajectories for a little while, and stepped away from music when I was kind of frustrated with the whole situation. So there was a gap in between, and then through Web3, I found crypto in 2016, which is coincidentally when I stepped away from music. And then I was also doing real estate at the time, so I was very involved and engulfed into that. And we were just grinding away, trying to figure it all out. Got Bitcoin at a really good price, and it's been just kind of dollar cost averaging ever since. And then that moved into COVID, and I was working an essential, and I was working a lot of hours, and things were getting bad between me and my ex-wife, and things, just kind of spiraled into the darkness. And I found NFTs, and it was like that whole community and camaraderie of, in the 21 bull, when it was just going bananas. And, it was nuts. It was, I really liked it. And then I met a bunch of really dope musicians. I was in the Stoned Ape Saturn Club, and I met like A-Rai and Nikos, and like they kind of put me on the game. And then I met everybody else following that. And, it's just been a hell of a journey to, go from Web 2 and into Web 3. And, it's even got me inspired to go back to Web 2 and putting all my music back up. So I'm an incredibly large human being. Just, you know what I mean? By nature, I stand at 6'7". I'm close.
That's right.
I'm close to like 300 pounds. You know what I mean? So like, I'm a big dude. So Bad Karma has always been, kind of the handle, Bad Karma. That's probably why a lot of people don't find me. They try to find me as Dr. Bruce, but it's always been at Bad Karma 617. All my handles across the board. But the alter side of, Dr. Bruce is Big Bad Karma the Beast, which is my version of the Hulk. You know what I mean? So
I like that.
Being a big dude, and I kind of got like anthem music, you know what I mean? I'm screaming a lot of the times and just very elevated in my music. So like, you know what I mean? It seems suiting, and it was kind of Dr. Bruce stuck, and it was just like, especially on the Twitter side of things, with all the spaces, because it was always Dr. Bruce as the handle. You know what I mean?
Have you trademarked it or anything like that?
I mean, I'm published. I got my, my IPN numbers, and I'm just about to sign up with Sound Exchange for my publishing. Just to have everything kind of dialed in for now, and then I'm just gonna go every platform, every which way, try everything, and just really the whole thing is just making music, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't make no money with music the first go around. I don't expect to make no money with music the second go
Yo,
around.
you know what though? That's when you do it, man. When you do it for the fucking love, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm gonna really tell you how I feel about what we're all building here, right? In Web3. This isn't something that is going to happen.
No.
This is something that already happened, right? This is just bringing it to more people's awareness. I believe in you. I believe in your music. I believe in your tonality, your lyrics, the whole fucking thing, Bruce. You know what I'm saying?
appreciate that, bro.
I think it's yeah, 100%, you know, and this is not about you being big. You already are. I mean, in stature, but and also musically, brother. You know, you know, this is just bringing this into more of people's you into more awareness of other fans.
Well, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. You know what I mean? Because like during the MySpace music days, you know, we had like 250 million streams on that thing. Woo! You know what I mean? So like we lost in transition when everything went to 59 apps, and we're trying to do it. Kids happened. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to do everything on our own. It's an awful lot to shuffle. Yeah. And you know, we just lost in translation, and like, you know how the streaming revenue is. It's, I mean, what, 1 million streams get you $1,000? $1,000. I live in Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, look up our rents. Just look up our rents. Never mind if you own properties, businesses, everything. You know what I mean? So, like,
I do.
It's crazy. So, you know, on the streaming side, I've never been a fan of it. I just don't think it's justifiable. I think it's absolutely outrageous, you know what I mean? The little amount that you get, because think about it. Why do you go to a music streaming platform? To hear music, right? 100%. You're not going because it's a you know what I mean? It's just crazy. Why would they take the lion's share and leave the artist with so little? Well, Web3, we have the power.
That's correct, but but the power comes in community.
Yes.
Right? Like, you know, we can't have art organically. You can't have individual artists and individual communities in Web3 only promoting their shit.
Yep.
Right? Like,
yeah, it has to be universal.
Because the streams ain't gonna get you anything. But yeah, you know, but you said you did take a break back in 1999, and you know,
I started in 99. I took a break in 2016.
Okay.
So I did like a solid 16-year run, and like, you know, we were doing some shows and things were starting to steam up, and you know what I mean? It kind of crazy just at once. You know what I mean? Some things happened with one of the homies. I had a group for a long time. I wasn't always solo artist. You know, we had
was that Dollar in a Dream, right?
So that was my second solo album.
Oh, okay. Because I saw that.
There were 3 albums with the group.
Okay.
You
that's last
I mean?
calculation.
But that's all been lost. You know what I mean? Due to like streaming platforms coming down over the years, old recordings. You know what I mean? So it's like computers die. You don't have things backed up. You know what I mean? I have two mixtape albums that were like jacking for beats that like they're nowhere. Like you can't find them online anymore because it was other people's beats, and like the only place you could do that was like Dat Piff and you know what I mean, a few other sites.
How many songs did you lose?
Oh, there's had to have been like between the 3 albums, there was 20 songs on each mixtape. So 40 and then maybe another 15. So 55 tracks gone into the mist.
Oh my God.
A lot of it was from a different time. You know what I mean? I've definitely evolved as a musician. So it's a blessing and a curse, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, I hear you, but your sound is so unique, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, was it Let's Roll, right? With Wisdom?
Oh, yeah. Yep. There's a video to that, too.
Yeah. So, do you skate?
Yeah, I do.
What?
Yeah, snowboard, too.
Oh, my God. I saw you kicking up a skateboard. I was like, is he a skater?
Yeah, so that's how it actually all started. I used to skate all the time. And me and this cat, M, my boy M3, he was you know, we skated and he used to beatbox all the time. So one time we just started freestyling. That was it. It was on from there. And we would skate and freestyle. You know what I mean? And then it was like go to parties, you see a microphone, you're bullying the microphone. It's time to rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then people would start asking, where can we hear songs? You know what I mean? Where can we hear your shit? And we're like, songs. Oh yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. So that propelled us into writing. And like, I mean, I played some instruments when I was younger, but I don't really have any formal music experience. I just, over the test of time, my boy Mark is a very talented guitarist, and he's rhythmatically inclined and like can write very well, so he was a huge help. And then my producer is everything. He's brought my sound to life. He's helped me find who I am behind the microphone, and like really just brought the life to the Dr. Bruce and Bad Karma. So without him, I would be I would just be another artist trying to make some, the quality, the production level. I mean, I'm sounding like I was on the radio. You know what I mean?
It sounds good, Dr. Bruce.
Yeah.
It sounds really fucking good.
Well, I'm at a point in life, we can't do it any other way. Like, you know what I mean? I'm doing this. If I'm going to do this, just to do this therapeutically, and I'm going to be listening to it, it better be fucking flawless.
With the people listening, and people can get your NFT on SoundXYZ.
Yep, I got a few there. I'm working on some other stuff. You know what I mean? I'm working, I decided those are all singles to an album.
Put on
so
a link, Drew.
What's going to happen is, I'm not sure how I'm going to work it, because I'm looking at other chains to get away from Ethereum, because I know a lot of people don't want to deal with the gas. And, I'm looking at Object and, launching with my own contract. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet per se, but I do have an album that I'm cooking up that's all crypto songs. It'll be my Web3 debut album. And I also have a Web2 album that I'm finishing, because it was part of a trilogy that I started with that I didn't finish because of stepping away from the music. And that's the albums that you were hearing: Dollar in a Dream, Music and Passion, which is the first one. That's on Spotify now. Dollar in a Dream's coming next. And then Show and Prove, which is the third one that will come. Sound
is so unique. It's unique. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could hear you and be like, that's Dr. Bruce.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that was the big thing. I always wanted to be myself. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't want to have no sound alikes, or maybe with rhyme patterns, you might see some things, or like sometimes people say my voice sounds like some people, you know what I mean?
Who are those people? Who's number one? Who's the person that they say you sound like?
I hear Action Bronson often.
Oh, I love Action Bronson. Yeah, I can hear that. Okay.
So, and then I've heard Jeezy before, Young Jeezy before. Some of my older stuff, if I could, listening back to it, like I can hear that. We had this song where we were on a Young Jeezy beat, and it was, instead of, how you did that, hey, we did M.A. for Massachusetts.
Oh, you know what I mean? Get it. It was like
M.A.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like crazy. You know what I mean? So I've definitely been compared, like, sound wise. But for the most part, that is the most common thing. I do sound like myself. And because, like, I'm making music from a place of, it's therapy for me, realistically. So I'm giving you, like, more raw, uncut, relatable stuff. I'm talking about what I'm living. I'm giving through experiences. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not trying to write about anything I'm not doing. You know what I mean? Lives have changed.
Yeah, I feel you on that, because only recently, I would say 2 years ago, on my birthday every year, I release one song.
That's dope.
And talk about therapy. I mean, because look, we get older, bro, but I think that's what Web3 is so good about, right?
I'm writing it ultimately, like, you know what I mean? At this point, it's like I've been doing music for a long time. Definitely had records that very well could have been hit records, you know what I mean? In my eyes, are hit records, you know what I mean? Just because it's so timeless. Like, I'm listening to that old album that I just put up on Spotify. That was dropped in October 11th of 2011.
Well, there we go, Herbert. Oh, great. We're on the air.
Music and
Good
fashion.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 43 Grenades presents Grinding Games, the mixtape, Volume 1.
Music and fashion.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the grinding games. I've been chasing dreams, but never has my mind been changed. No matter what, I know I'm gonna find a way. Trial and error, it'll lead me to them better days. From Bugs Bunny to drug money, well, life's funny. Few wrong turns and the road got ugly. Still hope you love me, all this wrong that I did. And I really hope I'm a good father for my kids. Trying my best, had to get this off my chest. The past is the past, future is what's next. Music and fashion, trying to get me some checks. It's grinding games and mixtapes, going hard in the decks. From the suburbs to the jacks, trying to reach like God's text. Through the music and the clothing, I'm painting progress. So I move at God's speed when it's time to achieve. Try to believe the path really chose me. Or am I just lost in smoke from pipe dreams? Cause things ain't what they seem out here in the beam. That will never stop the goals of me and my team. We on the road to the riches, trying to live out our dream. Stuck in some traffic, yeah, it slowed me down, but I'm back up on my BS. Taking back the town for the love of the game. I'm grinding out the sound, cause music is the only thing that keeps me above ground. Swimming in a shark pool, might not see a part two. Survival of the fittest, and I always got my harpoon. Now talk about the beat you ordered from your little bar stool. This is real life, not drawing off a cartoon. Saying what I'm seeing, living what I'm dreaming. Haters always scheming on this life that I believe in, and I could get you tangled in my web like a spider. Step inside the mind of a lyrical sniper. Sick of the nonsense, no more bomb threats. 43 grenades flying ready for conflict. I'm armed to the teeth with the deadliest onslaught. Me and my team, we stay fighting like Angbak. Ready for war, got that deadly couture. Talking blood money, oil rigs, grenades galore. Our girls got guns and the world is yours. Pins pulled, bleeding hearts, get ready for more. If art is a weapon, could you color me camo? I made it out the jungle, I've been feeling like Rambo. Machetes and chainsaws, the strangest of days, dog. Climbed out the trenches, can't forget what I came from. Pain from addiction, I've been fighting them habits. I channeled my hunger, had to switch up the tactics. Life is a gamble, I'm the example. Took a dollar and a dream and I made me a handful, 43 grenades, big bad karma. We here, man. Grinding games, volume 1. Music and fashion.
Good start. It's a good start. It's a great start. It's the first win that we can claim to be completely original.
And I'm listening to it, and it's still relevant to today. So I know
that's what I'm saying. You got 55
I mean?
fucking songs you lost, bro. Like, god damn, I would do anything. Is there any way that you can go back and find them?
I have both of the mixtapes, not the album. My boy has the album, but I have both of the mixtapes on an iPad or an iPod. I think actually, I think we're going way back because the mixtapes came out in like the 2005 and maybe 5 to like 7, 8, and then our kids. We had kids in 07. Both of us did, so things got real after that. And things would take longer to complete, and getting together wasn't as easy, and you know what I mean, just like it started the decline, and I dropped my first solo album because I was just like, I need to do it because I felt so lost without it. And then I dropped that music and fashion because I had a clothing line at the time that I was pushing pretty heavily. And we did the trilogy, 43 songs, because the clothing line's 43 grenades, which I still have. My partner, I'm buying him out. He didn't want to do it anymore. So I'm just in like a very weird stage. Just went through a divorce. Everything's settling. I got some money to play with. I'm trying to make the right moves. I'm also investing in other things. So I have to be. I'm being mindful. I'm being mindful of my time, starting to really value that. And, just as far as like, I don't have the capacity to be in spaces all the time. Like I'm just, I don't have time to be in my Discord all the time. Yeah. Like I need to make and provide for 2 kids. You know what I mean? I need to make and pay for the studio because, there ain't a whole lot of money when you got 50 collectors. You know what I'm saying? So it is the struggle, but it is what it is, and I love it. So I keep doing it, and I keep making music. And some people say, why don't you take it more serious? And it's like I can't afford to take it more serious.
Yeah, I mean, whatever I could do to support and help, to get it out there. I think it's the journey. I mean, it's the journey,
Always,
because
but that's the best part. That's the best part of this song.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like
it is, but it's hard, man.
Well, you know what I mean? It is hard, but like what I'm realizing in life, if you don't make the times for the things you love, you're not going to have time for it.
Right.
It's just the way it works. So like I have, kind of articulated what I love, and, I am now making time for it, but it's just not the time. If I could, I would give all myself to music, you know what I mean? And I would do it nonstop all the time until it felt like a job. but I just, you know what I mean? The rewards don't come back. It doesn't reciprocate the energy put in versus the dollars return. So for me, like, you know, I have kids, you know what I mean? You know how it is. You got a kid. You know what it is, bro. Like, this is not a game. This is my life. So I can't just be out here gambling on a pipe dream.
I know.
Music becomes much more real to me as it's an expression. I'm going to fucking talk about what I'm going through. If I'm going through a shitty time in crypto, that's what you're going to get. If I'm going through a great time in life, that's what you're going to get. If I'm feeling inspirational, that's what you're going to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and that's transparency, especially in Web3. The biggest way to show anybody love is just to truly be honest. And if you could do that through music, then it's just only a matter of time that more people learn about it, right?
Facts.
We talk about these challenges that you faced, you know, as a parent, as an artist, you know.
I'm 22 years clean too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Woo. I mean, I smoke weed, but like outside of that, like, I drink very rarely.
Okay.
I mean, once in a blue moon, I might hit a psychedelic.
What do you clean from?
Pills was my poison.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
from 11 to 20, I really struggled. You know, and in the midst of that, I found music, and it was kind of like my outlet, that and skateboarding. So like, you know what I mean? So skateboarding is such a solo thing. So when you're going through a lot of shit and you don't know how to ask for help or do anything, skateboarding is great because you just jump on the board. It's you, your music, and the board. And you just fucking go and you beat the shit out of yourself, and then you feel great. You know what I mean? So,
you know, Vita TV, my partner, Biometa.
Biometa, that sounds bad familiar. I think so.
He's our partner he owns the Vita TV network that essentially broadcasts our feed across virtual networks.
Oh, no way.
Decentraland, Spatial. He actually was a pro skater for Volcrum.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So my clothing line almost got this kid picked up by Element. He was just couldn't stay out of trouble, unfortunately.
I mean, I tell you, kids will change that shit for you. I mean, they'll definitely change. My kid's now 15. My daughter's 13. You know,
I'm 16 and about to be 13. So I'm right there with you. Yeah,
it's, you know, and
we're dancing the same timelines.
I tell you, man, but I cannot do it without my wife. I love my wife so fucking much, bro. You know what I mean? So I can't imagine how difficult that could be when you don't have that support. You know what I mean?
Well, on the music side, I never really did. She was never, you know, my ex was never really, when it came to my music, she doesn't like hip hop. So like that was a big struggle for me too, because you know what I mean? I would be excited about records that I would make, and some shit would be about the kids. And like, I got my son in my albums, you know what I mean? Talking in the background and shit. So it just, I don't know. That was always a funky thing. In a long time, that's a big run. And, you know, we got two beautiful children. And it does suck, you know, having the not the unit, you know, because ultimately I came from a broke home, so I would want the unit, but you know, it just sometimes it just don't work, man. It's one of those things. COVID happened, it was a lot. So it is what it is, bro.
I think it's one. I mean, look, man, the path of life is not linear. You know, there is no, I mean, the only expectations that people have are within the realms of their own perception.
Yep.
You know, I'm not living anybody's perception but my own, right? And I got nothing but love and acceptance, right? Because who am I to judge?
It's
right?
true. I have my opinions and shit, but like as far as who am I to, you know, I don't know what anybody's going through. I can never, you know, I'm bad at placing myself in other people's shoes to begin with. So you know what I mean? Like I know I'm not no angel. So
well, nobody is. Talk about these uncertainties, right, in life, and especially in Web3.
Yeah.
And I think you tapped on something I would love to talk about, and that's just how much you put in.
Yeah.
Right. Doesn't always equate what you get back. I mean, we had the, you know, the gift of meeting each other, you know, at the Pepe Punks where I saw you perform. I just like the energy, you know what I'm saying? You're so quiet, like truly like Bruce Banner, you know, and it was like, you know, it was funny how much your name, like you have truly this duality about you.
Yeah. I've always had that core fans that are always gonna listen. That will always listen. You know what I mean? Like whatever I put out, they're like, yo, send it to me. I want to hear it because you know what I mean. They fucks with it.
Yeah.
But it's turning that into a community. You know what I mean? Keeping up with the community, like you know what I mean. With the NFTs, I tried a few different things. You know what I mean? With when Lambo was the biggest push, you know, and it had the most mints out of all my mints. And you know, I can't lie, it made the equivalent of 1.5 million streams. So like, you know what I mean? I'm not mad. Like it's more money than, you know, most of my streams have made. So
Right.
it is, you know, there's the ability to remix it. You know, you can remix that song if you own it. You can get on it. There's an open second verse, and there's also an
as the utility. Let's talk about that. I didn't know there was utility.
Right in the Discord. So what you do is you mint the joint. You go to the Discord. You connect. You confirm you're the holder. It sees which ones you have. It opens the When Lambo chats, and there's a spot to put sizes for hoodies. When soon as these geeks put 25 sizes in there, I'm gonna make an order, and they'll all get their hoodie. But there also is another channel where it's the When Lambo Files, and it's got the acapella version with just my voice, so you could do the beat, and it's got the open verse with my first verse and the open second.
Yo,
yeah,
I'm jumping on that. That's the one. That is going to be fantastic. That's great, man.
I didn't release any of my Web3 music on Web2.
I know.
It's only on Web2. I mean, will I? It's possible. But right now I'm still exploring what Web3 is, and I don't want to make the holders feel like, oh, I'm being sold out. You know what I mean? Gonna release a Web2 video. You know, we'll put a video up. We're gonna do it Web3 and Web2, but there's definitely gonna go a video up. So like, you know, hopefully YouTube will crank up the views, and you know, my Venmo. I don't know if that shit, people even use that shit still. The other the other one, who knows, bro? But you know, we're here for it. So I mean, I just love making music, bro. So if it can be relatable to anybody and people can vibe with it, like I did my job. If it makes me not what I was hoping it makes me, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
you just got to do what you love. That's all you got to do.
That's it, man.
Right.
It's my time. I just don't have the time. If the music doesn't reciprocate, it's hard to make the time for it. But so now I just treat it like therapy. I get my once a week in, you know, I have my little session. I pay my producer instead of my therapist. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And like, we make some really dope records, and if something hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm still just, you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. I'm just out here creating.
You know what I'm saying? So as far as like artist engagement with your fans, right? Like, how do you continue to grow that? Like, how strong is your community now, and what kind of things are you doing? I see you have some spaces on X as well, right?
Yeah, so we do Java Joints and Jams on Sundays, 9 a.m. To 11 Eastern Standard.
Okay.
That is you know, every Sunday, and it's just music. I go through, you know, all the web through. You know, I've been jumping around to the platforms wherever you can just, you know, look and browse endless amounts of music. So Sound has a really good platform because there's so many artists that have released on it. So there's a really big vault of music that you can just go through. And basically what I did last week, I went through anything with a crypto related name, and I would just play it. You know, it didn't matter if I liked it or not. If I had a crypto name, that was what I was running with. If I recognized you as an artist, you know what I mean? I'll click on your shit too in the process.
Right.
I mean? So there's no real rhyme or reason to what I'm doing with it. It's just playing Web3 music. It's a recorded space, so people can go back and play it back. And if they hear a tune, you know what I mean? Maybe they'll want to tap in the next week. And, you know, I just started to give a little bit more credit to the artist in between each song. That's about all the talking I do. You know what I mean? Just introduce the artist and then the song name, just because I figure if they're going to be looking, you know, it's probably clever to have the name for them.
That's my favorite part, though, your introductions, man. You know what I'm saying? It gets me so hyped up, right? What is it like in, what is it, Spaces, right?
Yeah, we have a record, Spaces,
Excuse me. May I have your attention, please? Lady, cue the music. Good evening, ladies and DJs. Live in Spaces. I am Dr. Bruce,
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be right here with us. So make sure you retweet the room and hit the DMs, tell a friend and tell a friend. Let's get this space poppin'. If you like what you hear, make sure you follow the hosts and the co-hosts.
Welcome to Spaces. Look at these faces and animal JPEGs with some of them faceless. Bunch of DJs just trying to make it. Building with communities who start with the basics. Reminiscing times when I was just aping. No Dior, just FOMO chasing. A whole lot of road maps chasing after spaceships. I was down bad, survived divorce cause of spaces. Spent so many nights with quarantine in these spaces. Shout out to you if you're a voice in these spaces. But let's be clear, it's NFA what we saying. And it's time to get it poppin', so we hope you be staying. Push that purple pill and go share the location. Used to retweet the room, now we X like crazy. And if that Gway high, then it's X on, baby. It's time to start the space, so don't ghost like Swayze.
Yeah, stick around. Make sure you follow the people in the room. That's how we find each other back to each other. You know, time is a valuable commodity. We all come in here and we put on these spaces to make sure, you know, if you like what you're hearing, the least you can do is hit that like button, hit that comment button, and share. Keep that algo pumping. You know, throw up some fucking emojis. Wanna hear me rap? Let me see the emojis clap. You know what it is. It's Dr. Bruce. Follow me at Bad 617. Shout out to Brady on the beat. You know the vibes. We live. Twitter, baby.
You know, just on to the next chapter, man. And you know,
This is the beginning, bro. This is an exciting time in your life right now.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific, like, sort of visions or goals within this year as to how many more songs you want to release?
So I will have, by the end of this year, the hope is to have 3 albums on Spotify with 43 available records and the crypto album. Okay. There's another album that I'm working on, but it's going to be a lot more features. It's love songs for the brokenhearted, and that's going to be a little bit different. So that one's going to be like a little bit more creative. I'm going to take my time with that. You know, when the beats arise organically for that, I'll know it, and it will be put aside to that. Those songs will get written as it happens, but it's not going to be a forced thing because it's going to be a lot more about the love and the pain of chasing a passion. And you know what I mean? Like, just, you know what I mean? This shit has broken my heart so many times, but I keep coming back. You know what I mean? I tell people, man, music's the glue that holds me together. So either way, I'm fucked.
I tell you, man, but it's also those lyrics that sometimes hold me together, you know? So it's not falling on deaf ears, bro. I am listening to your music for sure.
And that's the thing too. Like, you know what I mean? When you're writing about stuff that you're going through, a lot of times it can be very relatable.
Let's talk about some of those collaborations you got coming up. You know, shout out to Smarts, I think, right?
Yep.
Like,
Smarts
you know,
World,
yeah, I love
Cristiano.
Smarts.
Hey, Cristiano, somebody that, you know, a great friend of mine throughout Web3, and you know, him and Turbo and Casually and Nessie and just so many others. The list goes on and on and on. Just like, you know, we spent so much time together in the dojo, going through it. Like me, Turbo, and Casually all went through divorces at the same time. It was like dominoes. It was like Casually, Bruce, Turbo. You know what I mean? Like literally all 3 of us while we were in spaces. And you know what I mean? We all had, you know, we all go through shit, but it's just been, you know, a pleasure. And, you know, Smarts, it's crazy because when we went to NFT NYC, the year they did the event at the La Bodega in the Bronx, you know, I had been to that same spot when I was a kid, bro. Like in no business of mine, I was running around the Bronx as a kid, you know what I mean? I had one of my mentors is from out that way, for music, Ilion the Don. And you know, my boy D brought me over there, and like, yo, all the same cats. And I'm just like, when I went there to the thing and I connected all the dots, I was like, yo, holy shit, I met you guys like 20 years ago. You know what I mean? And
they were
like,
still there?
Yeah, bro. And they still got the
yo, people don't leave the boroughs, bro.
You know,
no one,
crazy.
You know, but, like Queens,
you know what I mean?
Brooklyn.
I had met Broadway Jim, you know, back then, and it's just crazy. And like, you know, Smarts, you know, seeing him through the years, through the events, and then to be able to, you know, finally get to Chop Cheese. He was like, let's cook. You know what I mean? We got off of the space. We went in the studio, we burnt down a beat. I wrote something. We were also, we might have took a little venture on some magical mushrooms, and it's called Let 'Em Know.
I think I have that video of that day, right? Because I think I was broadcasting that day.
Yeah.
Oh. Business control. I need a unit for the usual suspects.
Smoking on slurs again. Thinking I am just absurd, my friend. Grab it on that mic and start to spit it till Blix again. I'm thinking like I'm making hallucinogens. Shit, cruising the wind. I got my juice in my gin. Man, I'm thinking like I got to grab the pen. Try to write it all down. But this is life right now. This is me speaking out. I'm thinking strikes right now. I mean, I might go out or I might go on. And this is shit that can't prolong cause the mic is on. And then I got it in my hand and I built this song. Really, really what we feeling. Got it sticking along. We moving along. All on the bone and all in the know. This is really all in the flow. It's all on the go. It's ready to start. Maybe just a week ago. I don't understand what happened, but I'm back to it, bro. Back to the flow. I'm back to just sinking, I'm back to just fucking sinking. Where the fuck did I go? Okay. Stuck in the sand, stuck in the man, mic in the hand. Goddamn, supply and demand, high as I can. Keep on piffing, just pass me the joint. Stay on point. This that life that I've been thinking on night. Like your life is on point. Pass your joint, take your joint. I'm on point.
Yeah, it goes by quick and it goes by fast, bro.
Facts. I mean, just the fact that we're going into 2025 and I'm thinking about like all these people that I met on the internet that have become some of my best friends. You know what I mean? Like I've become so close with a group. Like we have a group that's called DGens and there's like 8 or 9 people in it and it's like FaceTimes and people come in when they can, but it's crazy. Like strangers I met on the internet, support me more heavily than people I know my whole life. You know what I mean? And like that is like a bittersweet, moment of just kind of you're like, oh, did I really have good friends?
Right.
Did I really have good friends?
Right.
Why don't they support what I love to do? But they'll go download or buy an album from somebody they ain't never met.
I have a problem with it.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me so much because, like at this point, I get it. It's like, I started to realize in life a lot of the times people want you to do good, just not better than them.
Right. Man. That's fucked up.
It's cool. It is.
Fuck it though. Whatever.
It is what it is.
It balances.
It's almost like nature. In some people,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's like no matter how deep you go, it is all one big connection. So for us to try to avert and think we're not all connected, we're cooked for that one alone. And then for us to push back against each other so much when it's like we're not competition. Like we are not in competition. We're in collaboration.
Correct.
And the problem is everybody is so focused on being better. And it's like, I'm not really trying to be better, but a better version of me that I can be every day. You know what I mean? I want to be a better and better version.
Yes. For us.
For all of us. Because I know, like, if I'm a douche, that's not good. So let me try to keep leveling up. And like, we all have moments, you know what I mean? For sure. We all have moments where we're going to rub people the wrong way and energies will, deflect. It's that alpha shit,
Yeah.
We'll have to puff up our,
I tell you, I was at a bar the other night and someone like bounced into me, whatever. And he wanted like, he was a young kid. It was so funny. I just turned around. I was just like, I'm going to go to get a drink. I'm not even going to deal with this. I was just so surprised by how unreactive I was. Right. Yeah. So I also don't know if that's so much of a positive thing because I become so more unreactive, like unemotional, like
unbothered. And
unbothered.
You get to a point where you're so unbothered that you're like, did I really just let that slide?
Right. But that also, am I still alive?
And we have financial hardship, like, whatever they want to tell you, everything's expensive. So even if you are doing good, you're feeling it. You know what I mean? Like everything is just way more expensive now. So sure, maybe the economy is booming and things are being bought and the money, but it's you're feeling it in your pocket. You're not living with as much room as you had before. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree.
it makes a little bit more tension, and it makes for people to be a little bit more uneasy. I think, you know what I mean, all around. And I think that's also why I'm a little bit more understanding of the bullshit, because I get it. You know what I mean? We all going through some shit. You know what I mean? You had no idea, and what I'm going through might be nothing compared to what the next person going through.
Your Web3 music that you are releasing, right? Because a lot of the music that you're singing, like blockchain, Web3, degens, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Are you releasing that same type of music on Web2, or are your lyrics different?
Yep. Yeah, we stray away from. I mean, I'll give a reference here and there, but for the most part, it's like "Let 'Em Know" is more of a Web2 song with a few references to Web3 because that's how we met. But I think, like, you know, right now, you know, I make tracks from where I'm going through, you know, as an experience. So like right now, it's a little bit, you know, a different time. So I haven't been writing as much crypto music.
I think, you know, there's the artists that we spotlight. I believe that these are the true OGs. You're a true OG of Web3. I believe a leader, somebody who is going to define and help onboard and grow this Web3 space. And I believe that a lot of the music that you release in Web2 is almost like your duty to not shy away from the massive Web3 beats that you are making, right? Yeah. I mean, granted, whatever it is that you're feeling and writing, that's what it is. But if you're feeling and writing a Web3 song, then you should 100% release that song on Web2. I don't think the division of fans is as severe or as divided as you may think.
No, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's so much as that. I think it's, you know, universally you could accept it. I do believe that even my Web2, my Web3 shit is very, you know, you could listen to it even if you're not big in Web3. I just think you don't get as much as the references. You don't get a lot of like the little puns I throw in with my writing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But I think that's the onboarding piece. One of the things that we do here on Artist Spotlight is something called Artists Promoting Artists. And essentially, we like to share the stage and support the Web3 community with the artists that you yourself have a connection with that you feel could benefit from this promotion across our Web3 music network. Now, again, I want to give a special shout out to our partners, which is Vita TV Network, IMU TV, right? They're on
Rob Nichols.
Yeah, you got it. Robbie Nichols, Ant and Radio. Yep. We got Duo. They're a great partner out in Denmark. And then also Metaverse Radio, which is all smart devices and things like that. So essentially, we've all come together and as a community of creators who are really driven by supporting artists just like yourself to broadcast out things just like this. So is there an artist that you think could benefit from this opportunity? Maybe a future artist spotlight person that you're bringing into my awareness. Somebody like who does not like, so for example, Let the Dirt Say Amen. You ever hear of him?
I don't think so.
I know. And Cali Speedway brought him into my awareness and I checked him out. This guy is the real deal.
Somebody who's grinding music right now.
Yeah.
How about Ball Out Crypto? There you go.
Is he and he's on
he's on X, yeah, Ball Out Crypto. He's got a project too, NFT project outside of the music, but then also the music as well. He just dropped a whole album on BandLab. So you know you can stream it through there. And
have you ever worked with him? Have you done other? How many? You've collaborated with a lot of artists, huh?
Yeah, I collaborated with him. We got a track called "In the Streets."
Oh shit!
He's talented though. He sings and raps, and he got a track on Sound XYZ as well called "Enter the Game." This shit is a banger, bro.
Yeah, I done been sent through the flames, came out on top of the lanes. Now they gotta put respect on my name, cause I'm about to enter the game. I'm about to enter the game. I'm about to enter the game. Now they gotta put respect on my name, cause I'm about to enter the game. I done been sent through the flames, came out on top of the lanes. Now they gotta put respect on my name, cause I'm about to enter the game. I'm about to enter the game. I'm about to enter the game. Now they gotta put respect on my name, cause I'm about to enter the game. See, my daddy was a player from the old school. Coming up, we ain't really had no rules. When I got into the game, but I had Pro Tools, cause my mama didn't give up to no fool. Get it straight out the dirt. Had to hustle and work, cause there wasn't no trophy for participation. You had to come first. Some of us died, only the strong survive. It was the longest ride, now we arrived. You gotta swallow your pride, ain't no more running to hide. We gotta make it, I know the day is awakened. The reason I'm saving and stacking and staking. Reason they shivering, shimmy and shaking. They intimidated and I know they hate it. See me escaping and they started chasing. I know it's amazing to witness a maven. Laying the pavement, stronger and better, more invigorating than taking the pill. Is it the matrix or is it just real? I'm caught in the middle of making the bill. Stuck in between my decision to yield or settle the deal and go for the kill. Think that I will, winning is all that I came to do. Isn't the same for you? I wouldn't quit if you paid me to. I couldn't do it cause I wasn't raised to lose. You ain't got a shot if I can try. You ain't gotta lie cause I know why. Put it on the line every time I came in. I ain't never had no shame. Sent through the flames, came out on top of the lanes. Now they gotta put respect on my name, cause I'm about to enter the game. I'm about to enter the game. I'm about to enter the game. Now they gotta put respect on my name, cause I'm about to enter the game. I done been sent through the flames, came out on top of the lanes. Now they gotta put respect on my name, cause I'm about to enter the game. I'm about to enter the game. I'm about to enter the game. Now they gotta put respect on my name, cause I'm about to enter the game. Yo, Hugh, Wizard, Bola, who, NSG, Cole. Yeah, I done been sent through the flames, came out on top of the lanes. Now they gotta put respect on my name, cause I'm about to enter the game. I'm about to enter the game. I'm about to enter the game. Now they gotta put respect on my name, cause I'm about to enter the game. Winning is all that I came to do. Is it the same for you? I couldn't do it cause I wasn't raised to lose. Only the strong survived, it was the longest ride. Now we arrived, you gotta swallow your pride. Ain't no more running to hide. You ain't got a shot if I can try. You ain't gotta lie cause I know why. Put it on the line every time I came in. I ain't never had no shame. I'm about to enter the game.
You know, he did just have a drop. It's a Web 2 drop. He has Web 3 drops. You know, he's dancing on both sides. You know, he's out of Detroit. Dope artist, you know, makes dope records. Our track is fire, you know what I mean? I look forward to working with him again.
I tell you, there's so many great artists out there, man, you know, and it really does help to really build that community and to push that positive energy and, you know, and to spread that energy. That's the only way to do it. And this is the start of something beautiful. I wish you nothing but the best.
Oh, yeah,
positive energy, good thoughts, clean mind.
To you as well,
body.
man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I appreciate
Dr.
you.
Bruce, I thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me and the opportunity to come through, man. I really do appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you.
Yo, what up? It's your boy, Dr. Bruce, hip-hop artist. I'm here with musicdistrict.io, discovering new music and pioneering music's future in Web 3, one broadcast at a time. You already know the vibes.
It's Dr. Bruce, baby. One Lambo. Big Bad Karma the Beast. One Lambo. Y'all won't like me when I'm mad. Y'all ain't gonna like me when I'm mad. One Lambo. Let's fucking go. Watch me run up the bag, doubling down in the bag. I be pumping up. I'm at the master, cause 30K lost when Voyager rug. I am just trying to go get it all back. Dreaming of Lambos, I'm back on my gamble. I know that I'm about to go get it at last. Baby, good gelatos on Murcielagos. I don't know, I just know time to go fast. All in the cockpit, this spaceship is flawless. I get it regardless, you fuckers retarded. You testing my conscience, I'm finna go bonkers. Guess you all really want that karma back. Why you sending subliminals all on my genitals? Why is you not telling factual facts? Vertical doors got me focused on principles. Trust me, you do not want Hook to go smash. When Lambo